What's up, guys? We just wrapped up the 2020 Bassmaster Elite season here on Lake Fork just a couple of days ago, and man, what a year it's been for me. It's been truly a blessed year. It's been a fun year for me. I've caught a lot of fish, caught a lot of big ones this year, and we ended up 5th in the AOI points and actually had a shot to win Angler of the Year the very last day that we fished on Fork. So to have that opportunity to and have that chance just to be in the running for Angler of the Year was a huge accomplishment for me, and something to be very proud of, and I am. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick rundown of how my season went, some of the highlights and some of the things that that helped propel me to a 5th place Angler of the Year finish. So starting out the very first tournament of the year, we were down on St. John's River. Ended up 5th there. Didn't really find much in practice, so kind of relied on my strengths and just tied on a sassy stick from B.A.S.S and found a few places with some boat docks. And man, just it didn't catch a ton of fish, but I caught the right fish for that tournament. It's kind of a tough deal. Had a front pass through. Ended up finishing 5th there, all on the sassy stick. Then from there, Corona happened. Our tournaments got postponed, but the Bass staff was able to get us to Lake Eufaula for the second stop. Eufaula was a good one for me. The very first 2 days of the tournament, I was in 2nd place after day 2, catching them all on a frog and skipping a jig under some boat docks. And going into the 3rd day, I was super confident, but man, the 3rd day really came back and bit me in the butt. Finished 39th there, only caught 1 bass on day 3 at Eufaula. But again, all in all, it was a good tournament. We made the cut and caught some nice fish there. So from Eufaula, we went to New York, and those events were the St. Lawrence River and Champlain. Had 2 poor days. The very first day of each event there was down in the 70s, and both day 2s at St. Lawrence and Champlain, I was able to catch over 18 pounds or close to 18 pounds on day 2, and really bolster my position again to the 51st in both of those. So those key day 2s at each event, those key bigger bags that I weighed in, was a great way to bolster my points, gain some points back from what I had lost on day 1, and really save, turn a poor finish into a mediocre finish. And I think that really paid a lot of dividends in my points at the end of the year. So after New York, we went to Lake St. Clair. Again, love to catch those big smallmouth up there, but it's really not my strong suit. So the smallmouth tournaments are, I enjoy going up there and fishing for them, but it's almost like I need to survive them and not bomb. But man, St. Clair was a blast. I figured out a little deal. Ended up catching 85 pounds of smallmouth in 4 days. That was unbelievable. And I think if I would have stayed in my area a little bit longer on day 1, I would have had a chance to win. But that's the things you learn. Had a blast up there. Finished 5th, like I said, catching a bunch of big smallmouth. That was a blast. From there, we went to Guntersville. Guntersville's, gosh, not been my favorite lake over the years. It's an awesome place to fish. It's got a bunch of fish. It just gets fished so much that the fishing is kind of tough. So again, I had a pretty bad day 1 and came back strong on day 2 to finish 44th. Again, saved a lot of points. Doesn't sound like a great finish, but it's a whole lot better than what I was on day 1. So Guntersville was a success. After that, went to Santee Cooper. Close to my house. I've actually never been to Santee, but I kind of knew what was going on there. Had a bunch of cypress trees, flooded timber, all kind of shallow water stuff. So it really kind of fit my style. There, ended up skipping my BizBaits sassy stick around some cypress trees. Finished 16th there. Caught some nice fish at Santee. Had a blast. That's a place that I'm gonna try to get down to a lot more this winter and spring. And then from Santee, we go to Chickamauga, and again, Chickamauga is one of those Tennessee River lakes where it can be super tough in the fall, and it was. Chickamauga, I found one spot during practice that had some fish on it, and little did I know it would carry me to a 3rd place finish in that tournament. I had no idea it would last that long or that many fish would come out of there, but thank goodness it did. Again, finished 3rd there, had an awesome week at Chickamauga. And then for the last stop of the 2020 season, went to the legendary Lake Fork in Texas, home of some of the biggest bass in America, and it really showed out again. Patrick, my buddy, kind of whooped us all, but and took home the W. But that was an awesome fishery and a awesome place to wrap up the season. Ended up making the cut, finished 32nd. Had a great tournament. Caught a few big ones in practice and a couple decent ones in the tournament to help me to get to 32nd. So, and then like I say, we finished up 5th for Angler of the Year. A top 5 in Angler of the Year is always something to brag about. So I'm happy with how my season went. I'm happy with my equipment. I ran some awesome equipment this year. My Triton and my Mercury were always dependable. My Lowrance electronics always helped find me some fish, and my trolling motor, guys, that Ghost trolling motor is something special. My ALX rods are always, performing to their full potential. Love those rods. Abu Garcia reels, casting a mile, doing different things, skipping. Guys, check those products out, and all my sponsors that help throughout the year. However that may be, just all the support, my family, friends, sponsors, and everybody that stays and watches and follows along. I really can't thank you guys enough for all the support, and I am looking forward to the 2021 season, the 2021 Bassmaster Classic again in Texas. We got a short time off, but I'm looking forward to get back for 2021. Again, thank you guys for all your support. We'll see you guys in 2021.